Hello students, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Today we'll continue with second video of chapter number 5, 12 Commerce, OCM, that is staffing. Before starting today's video, let us revise what we have understood in yesterday's video. In yesterday's video or in the previous video, we have covered two important topics of staffing, that is concept and characteristics. Talking about concept, we discussed in concept that staffing is not merely acquiring or appointing employees or selecting employees of workforce, but it is a much wider scope including recruitment, promotion, transfer, post-retirement services, training, development, maintaining human relations with them and so on. And in the characteristics we have understood about the wider scope, the universal process, the continuity, perennial process, and goal-oriented human elements and so on. So today we'll cover the third topic, that is importance of staffing. Now staffing as a function of management is very much important to the business organization. But what are the importance of staffing? What are the importance of how staffing is important to the business unit? We'll study this in today's video. Okay. One very wise quote is there, that is manage your men wise saying is manage your men will manage rest of all. So here men means employees. So if you manage your employees properly, if your employees are happy and satisfied with you, with the business, with the organization, then your men or your employees or your human workforce will manage rest of all for you. They will manage everything for you. So this shows the importance of staffing. And proper staffing can lead to even better results. Okay. Now the importance of staffing can be categorized into 5-7 points. First one of them is driving force. Now staffing acts as a driving force for the business unit or business organization. How? Because it acts as a driving force because the amount or the number or the quality of employees that you are having for your business organization will lead your organization or will put your organization into the market or into the industry. So if you are having contented and efficient staff, then they work as a driving force of an organization. Second, dynamic activity. This we have discussed yesterday also in characteristics, that staffing is dynamic, staffing is ever changing. So if our staff is good, if our staffing is done properly, we can bring or we can infuse dynamism into the business, we can bring changes easily into the business. Okay, for example, we can take example of our school. Okay, so those who are into a school already knows that we have experimented a change, or we have a new experiment. We have done a new experiment last year in which we have increased the time from 8 of our school from 8 to 1 or 7 to 1 to 8 to 4. So the staff was ready to bring the change, or the employees were ready to bring the change, then only the change was possible. Those who are not ready, those who are not dynamic, were even asked to leave or have left somewhere. Those who are not ready to accept it. So change is necessary in business, change is compulsory in business. So we need a dynamic activity, and staffing dynamic activity is provided only by staffing. Now third is this point also discussed important other functions. Important for other functions of management. Important for other functions of management. We have already discussed that staffing is important for planning, implementation of planning, organization structure. Staffing will depend on organization structure to how to recruit, whom to recruit, how many to recruit, and on the basis of staffing only we will be able to direct and control the employees. So it is closely connected with other functions of management. Now fourth point is very important one. Staffing is considered as limbs of organization. Staffing is considered as limbs of organization. Limbs means hands and legs. Limbs means hands and legs. So why in the third chapter we studied that planning is brain of the business, organization is structure of the business, then staffing act as a limbs of business because it is due to human workforce, it is due to employees only that a business is able to work. A business is able to work. So this question is asked for 1 mark also or 2 mark also, that why staffing is considered as limbs of organization. The staffing is considered as limbs of organization because it is due to employees only that a business is able to work. So that is why it is considered as the employees of the staffing is considered as limbs of organization. Clear? So these are the first 4 points. Okay. Then fifth point is job satisfaction. Job satisfaction, it is due to a proper and efficient staffing only that the problems or the complaints or disputes of employees are solved, and it increases the job satisfaction of an employee. And if an employee is satisfied with his job, with her job, they will be more motivated to do work and the work will be more efficient. So it leads to job satisfaction, which is also a good thing for business organization. Next is job satisfaction means happy employees, and happy employees will lead to harmony in relations. Harmony in relations means coordination. Coordination and harmony, wherever coordination and harmony is there, the work will be more efficient and effective. Wastage of resources will be avoided. Duplication of work will be avoided. So it brings harmony in relations. Then if both are there, what it will lead to? It will lead to increase in prestige. It will lead to increase in prestige of the organization. Means wherever job satisfaction is there, wherever harmony among employees are there, it will definitely increase the value, the image, the brand value, goodwill of an organization. It will increase the prestige of the organization. It will increase the prestige of the organization. And the last point of importance is that it is continuous. It is continuous process. Continuous process. That means staffing is never gonna end. So whenever we can say that whatever the business existence is there, it is always a continuous. So staffing will also be the continuous, and staffing will be with the organization. So effective and efficient work will be in perennial, in continuous. Clear? So this was the 8 importance of staffing. So students, today we covered, we have revised the yesterday's topic, that is concept and characteristics. Characteristics of staffing was a 5-mark question. Today we discuss about the importance of staffing, which is also a 5-mark question. So tomorrow in the next video we will be coming up with staffing as a part of human resource management and a small brief into process of selection or process of staffing. Clear? Till then, stay home, stay safe, happy learning.